Ready, Stace?
Ready, Darce?
Here we go.
It's our big hit.
Twins.
Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters.
Stacey is the one who's always got my back.
Yeah, Darcey's love life, that's a lot to unpack.
True.
Caring, sharing, every little thing that we are wearing.
House of 11, we've had lots of guy trouble, that's well known.
I've got a fiancé and she's alone.
Wow.
All kinds of weather, we stick together, the same in the rain or sun. We got tight faces, but in tight places we think and we act as one. Take it, Darce.
Manifest our twin power.
Scooter bapa dee bahada woo
Ba-da-ba-da, do the twins. Up-ba-da-ba, ha-da-ga. Ooh, my boobs shake when I do that. Ooh, ooh-ah.
So, ladies, before I put you up in the parasailer, I need to know if there's any weight difference between the two of you.
What do you mean? Wait. We're the same. We're the same.
I mean,
Same weight.
she got a few pounds.
I'm the taller twin.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
No wonder.
Think that filler was something, huh?
As soon as he said that, even the daughters went, uh-oh.
Oh, Annika and Aspen went, let's jump off this boat.
You could hear the car crash screeching. Yo, they're back!
They're back!
The twin queens of the world are back!
Oh.
Season 4!
I'm going to say this now. Y'all, we needed Darcey and Stacey. We needed this after Happily Ever After.
I agree. And the theme song, y'all, the theme song is now Do It Big.
Walk in the club, eyes on me. Gonna talk a lot in my double D's.
Oh, no, we're doing it so big. Y'all, the single was released with zero fanfare.
Zero fanfare. It is on Spotify and Apple. It was released on, I think, December 7th. That's
When everyone releases music for awards contention.
Yes, it's true. December 7th, 2022, with a rapper named Scheme. So
Best rapper out of Connecticut.
I'm not going to lie.
As opposed to Rhode Island.
Yes. Yes, they couldn't get Montana Mills. I'm not going to lie. It's catchy.
He can't leave the state.
The girls sound good. They don't sound like them.
They don't sound like human beings.
But they sound good.
They sound like androids. Because they've been taken through at least 47 layers of stripping off the humanity of their voices, so they just sound like androids.
I think there was a bit of Cher's Belief sample in there. Started it all. You just played it and I said, stop this. I need time to process this in a space where I'm understanding what's happening. It sounds like with all due respect to whoever produced this, they need to step into the 21st century. It sounds a little outdated.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway.
But I love it regardless.
I enjoy it. It's
I
be in my head
enjoy it
now.
regardless.
Now, if you have misophonia or whatever it's called, right?
Misophonia.
We're going to do our best, but
yeah.
the cough drops are out, y'all, because it's Darcey and Stacey. So we can't make promises.
Boss babes from Miami.
There was a lot of meme dropping at the beginning.
There was a lot of verbal Instagram
Yes.
Hashtags.
Boss babes, do it big. We're going to do it big, Stace.
Hashtag Miami. Hashtag yacht party.
Hashtag Bodrum. Oh, wait, we're not there anymore.
Hashtag yacht life.
I think Florian went to Bodrum because somebody got some new teeth.
Oh, I noticed.
They are very white. Very.
Those big old chompers, like like the kind that you buy at like drugstores.
Yes, it's true. And you know what? This is as good a time to announce, y'all. Be on the lookout because I'll make it today. It won't take that long. Jake had the idea. We've got some new merch coming out in the store, and it's just going to be a T-shirt that says "What Poodle?
Mary Jesus Lord."
Get your Mary Jesus Lord T-shirt. Hey, you can go to our realitygaze.com and click on that merch. Click on that and get world.
Get your Mary Jesus Lord shirt.
Because sometimes that just says everything you need to say.
I needed this show.
Sometimes I'll just be, I'm going to change my, to Mary Jesus Lord. It's also a little bit more, there's a little bit of Jesus Lord. You can put into it. It's
very adaptable.
Jesus Lord.
MJL. Whatever.
What's the title of this episode?
I didn't look.
Premiere. It's probably like, I guarantee you it's like Miami something. Anyway.
I want to say I'm having a good week. I am having a good week. No, we've got Darcey and Stacey.
Yeah.
We've got Extreme Sisters.
Toe at the end of this week.
Yeah, I mean.
New toe.
And
toe.
Be on the lookout on the cringe chair for the MILF Manor Minute, because it's coming.
No, I did not approve that.
I watched the second episode.
I did not. I don't think I could do it.
Something's wrong with me.
I've known that for a long time.
A lot of sissies have reached out and said, I'm as fucked up as you are. I want to let those sissies know I see you and I feel you. And it's
I don't
felt.
know if validating that is helpful. It's okay that you're damaged, but I don't need to hear about it.
Well, you're gonna. This episode's called Single Life and Sibling Strife. Single Life and Sibling Strife.
So, y'all, if you didn't watch last season, first of all, why? There's something about them. They're infinitely funny. Just falling around on the boat.
Like, they're going up parasailing, going to say, what? Hope we don't drown. And then they go, oh, wait, we got our floaties. And they point to their tits.
Sharks! Don't get the sharks in the water. And even the girls say, I hope your tits don't pop out when you're parasailing. And they just kind of look at one another. The sisters look at one another and go, that's the issue.
Yeah, that's true. That's right, Stacey. Again, y'all, when you watch this show, I'm going to challenge you. We're all, and some of you have fought back on us in this, but we stand by this. We all either are now or we've been a Darcey or a Stacey.
There are moments where I find a moment of kinship between all of them. I think it's that there's just a lack of self-awareness from both of them, and they both want to be loved and young and thin and beautiful, and it's so desperate, and there's so many failings that it's endearing slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're all just failing in a way. I mean, trying and then...
Yeah. Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I think he relates more to Stacey.
No, I fail all the time. So... They're basically, House of 11. If you
But it's
don't
not your
remember,
fault. It's his fault because his wife came home. So technically, you didn't fail.
It's not really my failure.
Yeah.
It's always his fault. It's always their fault. Or the family's fault for getting that last minute injunction.
You're not allowed to talk about that yet.
I know.
So. Hey, real quick, y'all. We are about to talk about our digital worldwide moment with Mary Payne.
Digital worldwide moment, a DWM.
That's going to be Mary Payne from Pink Shade Podcast. And so what you can do is you can go to our Linktree link, or our Linktree on our Instagram. If you go to that, or a TikTok, if you go to that, then you can buy a ticket. It's going to be, we're doing a February 6th, a live show. You can interact with us. And then you can do the after party. Now, look, the live show is only going to be up for a week for the rest of you to watch. And after a week, that shit goes away.
And the after party is gone forever.
Yeah, that's never going to be online.
That is a one-time thing.
It is confirmed we are going to have some 90-day guest drop-ins.
Some drop-ins from guests.
Yes. So we're very excited. We hope it's something new that we're trying out.
Big Ed! Just kidding.
No, yeah. Not him. Not him.
You know I would never have that piece of shit.
Some Carl's wife just went, oh my God.
I love him.
Poodle. So y'all,
He's busy on a men's rights conference
he's
this
with
week.
Chris.
he's with Chris, Bilal's friend.
Yeah, marching from Maddie.
Someone brought up, it's like that. If you remember the show Married with Children, it's when Al Bundy would have no ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what it's like.
My dad loved that show.
It's surprised. Married with Children came from a very specific time, and we knew it was satire, but sometimes you kind of thought it was real.
Yeah.
And it's a show that I just whistled. It's a show that it is a show.
You can't.
That may.
I'm not laughing at you for whistling.
No,
I'm laughing at your face for trying. Just whistle, Poodle.
I've made a consult to get this fixed, to get my tooth fixed.
I think it sounds fine. It's endearing.
I don't like it. I don't want to whistle every time I say an SH followed by an S.
It goes along with your South Carolinian roots, though.
Yeah, that's why I want to get it taken care of. I want to be like Darcey and Stacey. Level all the parts of me that used to be and start over.
Oh, I think that's it, y'all. Digital War Ammo Extreme Sisters this week is for on the free feed. Y'all can try before you buy, but that's eventually going to be on the $8 cringe tier.
And our MILF Manor crossover with Married to Reality is still up. I'm still getting over the queasies from that show, but I really enjoyed talking about it with you guys. People are really enjoying that episode.
Yes, people are enjoying the episode.
And that's for everybody. It's on the free feed.
Yes, and Everyone is Terrible. That's actually that podcast I'm doing.
Oh, you were on that, yes.
I wasn't because I got a stomach bug this weekend.
You were sick.
I was sick for about 3 days. So, but you know what? I lost a couple of pounds, so that was nice, I guess.
You'll gain it back. It's fine.
I will. I had some bread today. It's just going to soak it right up. But anyway, so we're doing that on Wednesday, so that'll air later this week. I think we can jump in.
Okay, let's jump in. Where's Timey?
Oh, yeah, turn on Timey. So, so it turns out, y'all, they have a second home now. So
they're splitting their time.
Or really, they don't. Honestly, I wanted to say, or you don't have a home in Connecticut because your father bought a huge fucking mansion in Connecticut.
Compound. Yeah.
It's a compound. So you just have to have one place in Miami.
I have a feeling that's more what it's like.
They're trying to say what is it? It's bi-coastal. But they're not bi-coastal. What would that be?
I don't know. I think they just have they're splitting their time.
You want to be bi-coastal,
I do want to be bi-coastal.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to live in New York, I need to live someplace nice. That's the only problem. Like,
would you live in New York?
Yeah, I live in New York.
In the city?
I can't live in Manhattan and keep a place out here. That's impossible.
That's impossible.
It'd just be very expensive.
So you live in upstate?
Hell no. I'd have to find a way. I'm not going to New Jersey, though.
Why not? I know a lot of gays who live in New Jersey across the river.
It's the principle.
Well,
Jersey people are going to come for me. I don't fucking care.
Well, I'm saying this with love. You're fucking the wrong people if you want to be bi-coastal.
I know. But no, I could say it. I think it's also, I don't know. Maybe like bi-coastal, not bi-coastal. Like I just go there like 3-4 times a year. But I don't sleep on people's couches like I used to.
Get an Airbnb for like 3 weeks or a month.
Even that is too much.
Boy.
I haven't thought this out yet.
Yeah, no shit.
But thanks for making me work for it on the podcast.
Think about if you were bi-coastal. Can you imagine how many times you would have to go visit your mother if you lived in New York City?
I know. That's
close.
One of the drawbacks.
Because what, you're like 3 hours, 2 hours, 2.5?
About 2.5 or 3.
Oh, you're going once every 2 months.
Yeah, because Atlanta's 2.5, I want to say. 2.5.
Yeah. You're fucked.
Yeah, I'd be fucked. However, I'm almost certain I would have to connect.
Well, you could not do New York. You could live in Florida.
Let's start the show.
So they're by.
Where would I fucking live in Florida? Everywhere I go,
Miami.
There's just a long list of hells.
You can live in Miami.
Hell no.
Miami, baby.
It's too far. It's too far.
Too far. Well, they're not. They're Miami, baby.
They're in Miami.
Mary Million. So they're having their second home there. They're splitting that. The girls are there, and
Georgie's no more, y'all.
Georgie's no more.
And did they? I don't remember. It almost seemed like she did an update in this saying
if I remember, the season ended, and if I remember, wasn't there an episode where Darcey filmed in front of her phone, and we saw that of her saying we ended our relationship?
Yeah.
So we never saw, because the episode ended him with that stupid proposal on the beach.
And it didn't last.
We've heard that they've been spotted together. We know we're seeing Georgie later this season.
God, he looks hot nowadays.
I will say, though, if Darcey ends up not being with Georgie, but still is like, fuck it, I don't care, I'll have him on here to make a good reality show, bravo.
Yeah, I think that's always been their style.
And that, y'all, we've talked about it on this show. This show is a full-on legit housewives reality show.
Yeah, it's scripted.
And I think that's one reason why we enjoy it. It's just a nice break from the thing that is Bilal and Small
Disgusting,
Ed.
yeah. Because that's based in reality. This is as well, but it's filmed through a different lens. A lens with Vaseline on it.
With a lot of Vaseline. And also, we should say, Darcey and Stacey, at least from those small interactions.
They get the joke.
They get the joke, but the small interaction we've had with them, they're good people.
Yeah.
We can't say that about a lot of people on Happily Ever After
no,
this
we
season.
can't. No, we can't. I will say, and I've got to give props to these two. I don't watch Pillow Talk a lot, but the clips that I see people share, I think that Kara and Guillermo would be so fun to hang out with.
She did a makeup tutorial. And it was so great. I commented.
They are so funny with each other, and they seem kind to one another. It seems like they love one another. They're funny without trying to be too mean.
You know he's never going to touch you, right? Like he's
never say never.
He's never going to give you the time of day.
You challenge accepted. I like Kara though. I wouldn't
Best
take
makeup in 90 days.
I would
John
not
Timothy.
take him away from her. I would not Jolene her just because I can.
Thank God Ashton was there in Florida with Amber and Daniel, or you would have been all over Daniel.
I did not want to hook up with Ashton. He was just this strange gay leprechaun saying, "I know this place. Come out of this."
Although I talked to Daniel quite a bit
I
too.
lost my phone.
It's pretty dreamy. So they're parasailing, and then okay, let's just have a moment. Have you ever parasailed?
I have not. I was going to do it in Tahoe, but they canceled last minute.
So, if you were parasailing and you were up in the air, what kind of things would you say to yourself?
Not flying like an eagle. Flying like eagles.
We're flying high in the sky,
and they're just screeching like more prehistoric birds.
I love that they're don't take us down because we'll go higher.
So big. We're doing it big.
Doing it big. Eagle big.
They did start screeching at one point. All you heard was that kind of like when that organism that in between birds and dinosaurs.
Yes, and then we're cut to they're riding. This was frantic. They're riding scooters, and that Benny Hill music should have been playing.
They're dangerous.
They're dangerous, and Darcey is wearing full-on 6-inch heels.
I'm going to say this now, y'all. If you're not careful, you will fall off a scooter and you will hurt yourself.
No, you will die.
Yeah, I think
will die.
I think they're quite dangerous.
I think they're very dangerous.
Yeah. It's very old of me to say, I think they're dangerous.
It is very scary riding on bumpy sidewalk.
You're supposed to ride in the road.
Well, you can't because there's cars and things parked.
But it's illegal to ride them on the sidewalk. No one's going to get a ticket for it, probably. I don't know.
Probably
Who gives
not.
a shit? So
they just ditch the scooters and run, and we meet Leslie. I am sad about them being in Miami because I don't know if we're going to get our favorite friends very much.
I don't know if we're going to get Debbie and Raina.
God, I want them or
What?
Daddy Silva.
No.
We didn't see this season on Darcey and Stacey.
No. I really hope we get a little bit of Raina's wine slur.
Oh, please.
and Debbie just looking like this.
Look at this. So we get Leslie. Leslie is
Who's in marketing and PR. It's Shannon, their cousin Shannon's
PR.
friend.
She marketed PR and she hodge-nodges with all the people.
That was
Right,
where
Stace?
I had to pause, and Stacey goes, "What?
Hodge-nodges.
Hodge-nodges.
What?
Hobgodge.
What? Hodge-nodges.
No, it's hobnob."
No.
And she goes,
No, it's not.
hodgepodge, hodge-nodging.
Hodge-nod. Well, I didn't know how to say it. Guess I didn't know.
And y'all,
And Stacey just sits there with her lips pursed.
that is the kind of thing that there's no way you can script.
You can't make that
and
up.
you can't script this. This is a talent for ridiculousness you cannot teach. And
Believe me, we know.
we know because I have to correct you of saying things like that.
And we're both ridiculous.
We're both ridiculous. Trust me. Any of those things where he says words, none of that is scripted.
We really are, more than anyone we watch, we really are Darcey and Stacey.
I agree.
I related to Darcey a lot this episode. I saw myself in
Yo,
her.
They're slurping oysters, which is its own thing.
Give it up. Give it up.
And they're talking about the breakup with Georgi, and she's stand strong.
Just this isn't a scene. Just be Leslie and say, "How are you handling the breakup, Darcey?"
How are you, so Darce? How are you handling the breakup? She does. She kind of purses her lips.
It's a lot of different emotions at a lot of different times. I'm just letting myself happen.
And process.
You know.
And I liked it where she said, "I want to heal before I get back out there. I want to heal."
And she said, I like how she explains the breakup with Georgi, where she said, I talked to him very maturely and calmly. Like she's
None
a
of that
13-year-old.
happened. None of that happened.
She looked at him and went, "You're not my man."
She screamed pterodactyl-like at his face. And y'all, Stace is just... Stace is just like, what? Gotta put yourself out there.
And then she's like,
Well,
And then she said,
feel like giving up.
She said, well, he always treated you like shit.
Oh.
Stacy will always throw salt in the wound.
literally after she said, I feel like giving up.
She's like, well, he always treated you like shit.
And then Stacey said,
In the confessional, Stacy
Yeah, she
says, Darcey relationships for the last few years have had their ups and downs. You know, she's had the tendency to pick men, I don't know, pick men who are toxic. And Darcey just kind of stares at her.
Darcey looks at her, and then Stacey adds, you know, you just need to find the right guy. Like me and Florian.
And Darcey goes, no. So, this is when the show does its best, is when the sisters are, you can tell they love each other, but the part of them that hates each other really comes out. And especially with one.
They have this thing that when they don't want anyone else to do better than their sister.
No.
But they don't want their sister to do better than themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, again, it is
But I don't want to rush anything.
It is the
I want to
magic.
heal.
It is the magic that keeps this show going. And Stacey basically says, so they're going to go on a yacht party.
Hashtag yacht life. Hashtag yacht life.
And basically, Leslie says, I know some guys who own businesses. and I think Darcey says, oh, that sounds nice. But at the same time, I think she thinks, that sounds old. Yeah. And so I think that's going to be her biggest hurdle, is dating someone. Because, y'all, we know this. Both Darcey and Stacey kind of stopped thinking of themselves as anything older than 24 a long time ago.
For sure.
And that's why they're dating younger men They
Yeah.
don't, in their head, they don't actually think in a weird, strange way. They are not anything but 25.
Age is just a number.
Yeah. Like
a number.
they are.
Hashtag Bodrum. Hashtag forever young.
That's the same thing with hashtagging. Meanwhile, they're getting their AARP notifications.
They're just making a face. Y'all, we're going to take, because this is a free feed show, we're going to take a quick little break. And I forgot to get a glass of water for this.
I'll get one.
Okay, we'll be right back.
So, Darce. Yeah. There's been something I need to tell you for a very long time now. What is it? Florian and I. Yeah. We're going ahead with the wedding.
What?
We're moving on forward and with the vow renewal and What about hashtag twin wedding? Hashtag twin wedding. Yeah, that's off now since you're single again. I'm happy for you guys. I deserve it. I deserve it. You do. You do. You deserve it. You deserve it. Thanks for waiting for so long. For a long, long time. But I'm happy.
Darcey went through the stages of grief so quickly, you could actually see it on her face. Ding, ding, bargaining, acceptance. This was my favorite. This was my favorite moment of the entire show. Is when Darcey realized when she said, "We're going ahead with the wedding," and we had to watch Darcey's face go, "I'm not going to get my twin wedding that we've always dreamed of. Also, I'm single. My sister's getting married. My sister who looks like me, my twin sister, and then I should be the one to be married, not her."
But yet, her sister's already married.
Yes,
she got married in Turkey. No, they got married in Connecticut.
They got married in a really terrible slapboard apartment.
Yeah,
with candles on the floor
because they had to because of COVID, and he had to stay here.
Yes,
so they had to get married.
Yeah.
But it's funny to them. That's not really marriage.
That's not marriage. A marriage is making everyone in your family jealous.
And having a big event where you look beautiful and having pictures.
And hopefully somehow sticking it to your twin sister at the same time, which is what Stacey, even though she's never going to admit it, she's really enjoying doing.
A little bit.
And y'all, Darcey is acting. This is the thing. They've never really aged past when one got something and the other didn't when they were 8 years old. They've never really gotten past that.
I bet you their parents. I feel like, I imagine, I don't have twins. I don't have children at all. But I've had a couple of guys in one night, so I've carried twins for about 2 hours.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Yikes.
Sometimes triplets.
Didn't bring them to term.
On a busy night.
Didn't come to term.
But do you think when they were kids, their dad doesn't seem like this, but maybe so, that if one twin gets one thing, the other one gets something?
I guarantee you.
And I feel like sometimes that's a disservice to your twin. Sometimes people, not that you should, like, for Christmas, get your kids don't spend the same, but sometimes in life, if Darcey had a moment and she was doing something and she deserved like a dinner.
I think you're right. I think maybe there's a time that you stop it. When kids are really young, I think, or even when siblings are young, maybe not even twins.
Parental books say about that. I remember no children.
I remember when my brother when one of us would have birthdays. It was kind of normal for that to be, or when one of us would get something, sometimes my mom would buy the other a little something. But that wasn't until, that kind of stopped.
But you also weren't twins. You were Irish twins.
18
you were
months.
Close,
yeah.
But
the other thing is, there's a time when you realize it's okay that I'm separate from my sibling. I don't need to always have what they have.
Yeah, you're going to have a big problem when you watch Extreme Sisters.
Well, Well, no,
They're
that's
doubling down on the twins.
That's
and
mental illness.
I
That's
am
mental
sad we don't
illness.
have Mama's Tune this season.
Oh, y'all!
And no Patrice and Patrix.
I was watching. I am just devastated that there's no Patrix and Patrika.
Patrice, I always said it wrong. I said it wrong when they were there at our live
You
show.
did to their face, which is usually something I'm trying to avoid with you. But no Mama's Tune, sisters.
No.
And no Patrix and Patrika.
So apparently, saving your uterus in a jar for your
doesn't give you a
dining
second
buffet
season.
Isn't freaky enough for this show.
No, I'm enjoying the cast. We're going to see the triplets next week, who have their own language. Who have there's some lips on them. There's some lips on them.
We saw the Texas twins and Houston twins.
I like them because they kind of talk like Miley Cyrus.
They do, yeah.
And they always look like that they're smelling something bad
And
because
they're-
their noses are a little bit up.
And they're both dating twins.
They're both dating
having
twins.
Twin love. We don't. I am surprised because they had an article in People, but we don't have the twins that bothered you so much.
God. No, that was weird because I was thinking that one woman would just go to the other male twins' bed at night and neither would know.
It's happened.
And these Texas twins, the blonde Texas twins who look like they could have been in like a hard rock video or like a rock video.
They look very East Nashville.
Yeah.
Or very Dallas, actually.
And their
in
hair's
Houston.
basically white.
It's that white gray
yeah.
color. It's pretty, but it's that thing. Yeah.
And they seem like they have a lot more sense of humor about themselves than the twins who were in Virginia and had quaternary twins, one of the twin babies. In other words, they had babies and they were trying to make it happen for those babies.
Yes. I mean,
and made me sick to my stomach.
No one is sicker to me than the twins in Perth. They really.
But I've grown to love them.
I know. That hairdresser didn't.
No, but there's a weird kind of
Sorry, we're off on a tangent.
There's a weird comforting.
Okay, we'll talk about this in an episode.
There's a weird comforting kind of abnormalism for them.
I guess so. Anyway,
now,
y'all.
if they ever have children, I think it will be a problem.
It'll be a problem. Extreme Sisters.
So,
Sorry, we're
yes.
excited to talk about it.
Anyway,
so it's the next day, and there's not basically Darcey and Stacey. Like, Stacey comes in and she's like, "Close your eyes," and she says. That's the thing with Darcey and Stacey is different things are an event for them.
Yeah.
Or a surprise. And it's just a pink light. And Darcey's like, what's that? And so...
it's like a club. It's like a club. They're in the club.
And so Stacey says, before in the old apartment, Darcey was living above and Stacey was living below. But now Stacey has to really make a point to mention that now she's living above.
She's
and
on
Darcey
top.
and Stacey is below. Because last time she's like, I was hearing that woo-woo.
And there's like, not really having a lot of fun now, so it's fine.
You can relax.
So,
and then...
Y'all,
And then
if we were starting to realize, if we were starting to worry, we hear Florian say, 5 minutes! I'm coming with a bunch of shit!
I'm trying so much!
I am tired! Okay, y'all. Florian has been on a cross-country trip with Mike Benz.
Y'all, if you don't remember Michael Benz,
the living troll doll.
we don't think that's his Christian name.
It's not.
The living troll doll, or I said the bully from Doug, the Nickelodeon cartoon.
Yes.
But it's different now because his hair's not going that way anymore.
So, y'all, basically, Florian's like, I'm very tired.
Y'all, they showed some clips of them just drive, and he said, because remember, Florian did not like Michael Benz last season.
And he just nonstop talked.
But Florian says, we've made up, we're friends. He just said he won't, as Florian says, he won't shut his fucking mouth.
I would have murdered Michael Benz. I swear to God. We would have gotten at a truck stop, and I would have beat him to death with his shoes.
And you would have gotten fucked because it was a truck stop.
That's true. 2 for 1.
2 for 1. Everybody's getting pounded.
Oh, there's nothing like seeing a truck stop on the side of the road to give you that same familiar feeling.
The smell of a truck stop bathroom.
Oh. Yeah.
Y'all talking about Buc-ee's. This truck stops are where it's at.
Be gay in the 70s.
Where am I?
Yeah. Let's just say Burt Reynolds did more than the Bandit.
So,
Or was he Smokey?
that's Smokey and the Bandit.
Is he Smokey or the Bandit?
He's
the Bandit.
He's the Bandit.
He's the Bandit.
Smokey was Jackie
I haven't
Gleason.
seen that movie in years. I should see it again. I haven't seen it probably since I was 4.
Because I think Smokies are called. That's what patrolmen are called.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they wouldn't be the Bandit.
Well, no, but I didn't know they were called Smokies.
I think they are.
Is it something like in the Smoky Mountains they're called Smokies?
That makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't. I don't know why they're called Smokies.
We need to move on. Sometimes you say something, and I'm like, I want to scream about how little I care about this. And I
Same.
wish I could go back for take those 15 seconds of my life.
Instead, you're here.
Instead, I'm here and I can't. Let's move on. Y'all, they're trying to park this van, and at one point the sister is like, that, I got that. And Florian just goes, no distraction him. No distraction him. Jesus Lord. And so, anyway, and the producer said, so do you guys overpack? And Darcey's like, no,
I didn't.
No.
Not me. No.
Stacey's like, are you kidding? Of course we do.
Essentials.
Cut to Stacey's apartment with Florian is all unpacked. Florian just fucking threw all of Darcey's boxes in the middle of the room for her to unpack, and she can't find a damn thing.
Now, y'all, up there talking about, he does not want to talk about the wedding. Florian doesn't with Stacey. And then she basically says, well, now, y'all, he's been driving for 3 days. This is not the time to talk about a wedding to anyone.
No.
And so now it's interesting. He didn't want to do the Miami wedding. Now she is kind of like, so we want to go to Europe? Should we go to like Greece? He's like, no, we'll do it in Miami. So now she wants something extravagant because now they
get my destination.
Because now
wedding.
they live in Miami.
Yes.
But it also is about, some part of this is still about sticking it to Darcey and other people. She wants to make other people jealous of her.
I think I will say, well, and I think a root of that, and it's interesting because Darcey, I think it's how they manifest. We all have insecurities. It's how they manifest their insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you and I we all have insecurities, and Jake and I manifest it. They do too. They manifest it differently. You're right. Stacey wants to have this wedding because she wants to show people, almost like it's a Mar thing. I'm going to show you so you can't fucking complain or break me down.
Yeah.
Darcey wants to have this type of twin wedding and do this. It really is for her, like, then it's a real thing and she's really loved.
Yeah.
It's not about other people for her.
Yeah.
It's just interesting how they both look at the world.
And Florian says, every day is a new day. And she just goes, what the fuck does that mean? What's that mean?
Finally, Stacey is saying to Florian what we all say. I'll never forget when we did that interview with them, and it opens up the Zoom, and Florian's
just laying on the bed, and I freaked out because Florian was real.
He was real and looking at us, but y'all, he was looking at us like, who the fuck are these people?
It was like he was the vampire going through a mirror in Albania or Croatia and somewhere. He's from the 1500s.
It's true.
He'll never find that mirror again, y'all. He won't be able to go back.
All right, we're here. #yacht party. This yacht is just called Chow.
I will say, I feel like this was rented for the day by production.
Sure. What would you name a yacht if you owned a yacht? I feel like I wouldn't want to have it be Chow. Or like that fucking below deck one just called Home.
Or Naughty Naughty. Or Naughty Naughty.
You almost might for that one.
That actually kind of works for me.
That kind of works.
That actually works for me. I don't know. That's a good... I'll think about that. Maybe... trying to think of a... What's a P word that thinks of something on the ocean? Like, I don't know. I'll think about it. Poodle's paddleboard. Poodle's paddle boat. Wow. All right. So there,
Michael Benz is going to wear Darcey's. Oh yeah, I said yacht party. I forget. There's a fight before it. I forgot about the fight.
The thing about Darcey's, I love when both Darcey and Stacey wear those blazers, but they wear them just over their shoulders.
It's a look that I love it. I love it.
I love that when they do that.
I've never literally. Stacey said, "We're going on a yacht party. What do you wear to a yacht party?" And she Googled, "What do women wear on a yacht?" And a picture of Goldie Hawn in Overboard showed up in that fucking gold dress. Because I'm that gay, I remember it. And I think that's how she chose. Now, I will say, she looks slamming in this dress. It had these cuts on the side.
Y'all, this is, and then, so basically Stacey is like, "So Darcey, you got everything you're going to wear? You want to help us pick up some outfits?"
Fine, Stacey, got it.
Darcey's face when she says that, it's that
Don't
weird.
need help.
So, y'all, this is extreme defensive. She's in a mood because
Not a Monchichi.
she doesn't, she's thinking she has to start all over. So this is a mood. And Stacey's coming into this in...
For once, Stacey wasn't coming in this with vinegar.
And I wrote down, so some of the boxes that are labeled things in Darcey's house. One box was just labeled candles.
Candle. There's that many candles, y'all.
And one box is labeled hair.
And she was like, she's like, hair. Why did I bring my hair? I brought my good one.
One box is just labeled fuzzy. I don't know what that means. What do you think are some other boxes that are in Darcey's apartment?
I think there's there's many boxes that just say heels. Many, because she has so many heels.
Yeah, definitely. Shoes.
I think there's one box that's just either manifest or crystals.
Yeah.
I think that, a lot of that. What do you think?
I think there's a box that's just like sparkly boas.
Yeah.
I think something like that, or sunglasses. I think there's a whole box of sunglasses.
There's a full extra large box of just perfumes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think there's 3 of those.
Can you imagine how much perfume Darcey and Stacey wear?
It's just noxious. You walk down
I bet she still loves a Terry Mugler angel. She still can't get away from it.
Is that Moulier? How did I pronounce it?
I think it's Moulier, but
Okay.
people would say Mugler here, but it's Moulier in French.
Yeah. I just don't know how people pronounce it. I've never heard anyone. So that's how up I am on fashion.
It's a difference of the people when everybody was wearing Angel, like every fucking gay guy was wearing it. You would say, "What are you wearing?" And they would say, "I'm wearing Angel." But then the pretentious one would say, "I'm wearing Terry Mugler Angel." I'm like, sit down.
You went on some really bad dates.
Oh, this wasn't dates. This was just guys I was talking to in a bar that stopped talking to me.
Wow.
There we go.
So
I need that shirt. Mary Jesus Lord.
So y'all, they're just freaking out, and she's like, "I'm not a baby. I'm not your doll. I'm not gonna be your third wheel." She basically vomits out all her insecurity,
Yeah,
and
she does.
Stacey's like, "Get your attitude out of your ass. You're gonna push guys away with an attitude like that." And
That's
it's
hurtful.
interesting.
That's her. She said all this shit to Darcey, but as soon as she said, "You're not going to get a guy with an attitude," that's when Darcey went, "That's hurtful."
And that was meant to make her wake up. But what Darcey heard was the first part of that. You're never going to get a guy.
Period.
Yes. And it was just like...
It was so...
We're ready to talk about the yacht party?
They go to the yacht. They're getting the yacht party. I like the guy. Michael opens the door and Darcey goes, "Such a gentleman." Oh, whoops! I ripped my dress. And she's getting. Darcey she's wearing black. She actually looks really good
looks
too.
good.
They do well with the coat on the shoulders. They also do well with the. You like this a lot with. I don't know what it's called. The mono strap that kind of goes across the chest.
Yeah.
A sling strap. I don't
Yeah.
know what that style is called, but you enjoy that very much for
I
your
like
drag.
That. Yeah, I like that. It's a good.
You kind of dress
crosses the-
like Stacey, honestly. when you drag.
I look really good in things like that. If I'm carrying a little weight, I look better in Mother of the Bride. Things
Okay.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but preferably something that shows my shoulders. Yeah.
Here we go.
All
right.
Anyway,
so y'all, they go to this yacht party, and they're sitting down to meet. And then Leslie says, "Here, I want you to meet my friend Mike." And then describe Mike.
Mike definitely invested in crypto last year.
But what does he look like to you?
Israeli shipping magnate.
He looks like someone who would be on Marrying Millions. To me.
Yes, he does. He does.
And just when you see him, you go, this guy feels skis.
And he's a douche.
And I think this is better. Y'all, we don't normally do this, but Darcey and Stacey usually deliver. We're going to start off this episode with our first Darcey and Stacey Theater.
I'll be playing Mike, the Israeli anti-aging skin company owner. Okay, that came from casting.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Darcey. And action.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Do you have an accent?
Yeah, I am Israeli.
Oh.
Are you familiar with Israeli men?
Oh, I am. Yes, I've dated a lot of foreign men. Yes. How long have you been here?
You know, I've been here in Miami. I own my business here. I own an anti-aging skin company.
What?
It's like lots of things like Botox, fillers, serums.
Did you discover the way to reverse aging?
I'd like to tell you more about it.
Yes.
You will not believe this.
Yes.
3 years ago, I had a belly, and look at this. Ding, 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 ding. Those are my abs.
Wow. Can I feel them?
You may.
Whoa, Mike. Oh, wow. Okay,
Whoa.
Mike.
You know what
Okay,
I gotta tell you, lady?
Haven't had a piece of bread, have you, Mike?
You're inspiring.
What?
You're inspiring people
What?
all across the world. Amazing people who are inspiring people.
That's nice to meet you. I want to keep inspiring.
Thank you, Mike.
I gotta get out of here. That 20-year-old girl is hot.
What's that white stuff on your nose?
Baking powder.
Okay.
I like to sniff things. And scene. This guy's a douche.
He's a multi-level
He smells like
marketing
human
douche.
growth hormone.
When he literally said, "I've discovered the way to reverse aging," and I went,
Yeah, I'm
"If
sure
you
you
discovered
have."
the way to reverse aging, you'd be a lot fucking richer."
Yeah, I agree.
Do y'all know how many skincare people used to come in and do that shit?
I doubt we're gonna see him again.
Oh no! I think we saw a clip of him like,
Oh,
them,
really?
like driving in a Lamborghini.
Huh.
No. This is what's going to happen. He's going to be the guy for her for like the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Until Georgi comes.
Oh, I see.
And then Georgi's going to come. Georgi's going to come, and then she's going to start doing the matchmaking. Don't forget, y'all, Darcey's going to see a matchmaker.
Oh, so good. So their fight after the party's over, she's talking about meeting Mike, and
the energy is flowing. There's something about Mike.
And
I feel
so-
like I'm back in my game.
this is weird. It seems like as soon as Stacey says, how's Mike? But do you like him? You think he's attracted?" And she's like, she just starts. She's like, "I don't want to engage,"
She totally, she was like,
because she's still hurt by that comment.
because Stacey said that was fun, and Darcey goes,
And Stacey's like, "I don't like your attitude." And they have they scream. She's like,
and she's like, "You're trying to sabotage me, Stace. You're trying to sabotage me.
"Sabotage Stacey." She even called her sabotage your Stacey.
Sabotage your Stacey.
You sabotage yourself.
Oh, I can't believe you did that to me.
You'd be happy if you got laid.
I can't believe you did that to me.
You're annoying. Then they just fight. Oh, it's
And then
so
she
good.
said, Stacey said at the end, maybe if you changed your attitude, you could get a guy. She went,
I will say, y'all, nothing cuts as deep as Stacey does.
oh, nothing.
Because she knows exactly how to hurt Darcey the worst.
And Stacey calls it, where she said this to Florian earlier. She said, she's upset ever since I told her I canceled the twin wedding.
Uh-huh.
And now she's taking it out on me.
Yeah.
She is.
Like teenage girls. It's super predictive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like when someone needs to get their quote needs met and someone cancels that night, the next day he might take it out on his podcast partner.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all, that's all I got.
Yeah, Kim and Kyle are rough like that. I've heard.
They're covering Darcey and Stacey. I think they are, yeah?
They usually do it on their B-sides on their Patreon. Oh. I think it's next week. I'm guesting on Cray Cray on their B-sides.
Kim's pissed because Kyle's getting drunk somewhere.
He's on vacation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be guesting on 90 Day Cray Cray on their Patreon.
Good.
Next week. I think it's next week. Yep.
All right, y'all.
Fun.
This was a hug from the universe.
I thoroughly enjoy this show. I laugh out loud.
I do too.
And
it makes me excited to see you because we have so much fun talking about it.
It's a good show. That's the show, y'all.
Go to our merch store. It might not be there. Don't come at me. Give me a day or two for our Mary Jesus Lord shirts, y'all. Come at us. All right. Until then, y'all.
You forgot the sign off, didn't you?
I think I do remember it.
No, I know.
Y'all. Remember when you're walking down the street today, pretend it's in slow motion. Pretend you have hair extensions.
And you're on a yacht. You're on a yacht.
You're
or parasailing.
Parasailing. And you know what you're going to do? What are you going to do, Poodle?
You're going to manifest it. You're going to manifest it.
Lord, help the mister who comes between me and my sister. And Lord, help the sister that comes between me and my man.